Welcome back, Culers. Barcelona's summer continues to deliver drama, surprises, and some crucial decisions ahead of the 2025-26 season. From Marcus Rashford's brilliant reunion with Jesse Lingard, to Jan Vgilli's possible €4 million exit, and Eric Garcia becoming a key figure under Hansi Flick, things are moving fast at Camp Nou. In today's update, we'll break down the latest on Barcelona's financial struggle to register new signings. What's next for Joan Garcia, Ansu Fati, and Andreas Christensen? Why Jan Vgilli could leave for Mallorca, and how Saudi clubs are circling. Plus, Rashford's new life at Barca and his emotional link with Manchester United. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat from the world of FC Barcelona. Barcelona are aware that funds need to be raised in order for their new signings to be registered with La Liga for the 2025-26 season. And having already brought in funds via numerous exits, there could be more on the way. Last week, Jan Vgilli was left out of Barcelona's squad for the pre-season tour of Japan and South Korea, despite having impressed during first-team training. Having understood that he would be playing with Barca Atleti for the 2025-26 campaign, he has communicated his desire to leave. After Jan Vgilli made it clear he wanted to leave, interest quickly followed, with Mallorca emerging as the most serious contender for his signature. Talks between the two clubs are already underway, and Barcelona are open to selling the 19-year-old winger. However, the deal isn't finalized yet. Barcelona are asking for €4 million and want to keep a 50% sell-on clause for any future transfer. Mallorca have no issue with the clause, but they're only willing to pay €2 million at this point. So, while negotiations continue, both sides remain apart on the valuation. Why are Mallorca only prepared to pay €2 million? Mallorca have already signed Pablo Torre from Barcelona this summer, having paid €5 million on that occasion. They do not believe that Vgilli is worth €4 million, given that he has never played in La Liga, and has only made 17 appearances in the first federation with Barca Athletic. But they do believe in his potential, which is why they are willing to pay €2 million. Mallorca are reportedly open to taking Jan Vgilli on loan, and they've already made that proposal to Barcelona. But due to Barca's urgent need to generate funds, they're focused on selling him outright. At least for now, a loan move isn't being considered. Talks between the two clubs are ongoing, but there's still no agreement. Meanwhile, interest from Saudi clubs has emerged, which could complicate things further and increase the pressure on both Barca and Vgilli as negotiations continue. There has been a lot of chatter lately surrounding Barcelona and their ongoing problem of not being able to register two new signings, Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia. The club are yet to return to 1:1 and won't do so unless they find fresh sources of revenue, which has become quite tricky without fresh sales. Barcelona can still register under current conditions. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, the club can proceed with new registrations based on the salary margin they continue to generate, even without reaching the 1:1 rule. At present, Barca have already created a fair play margin of around €22 million from outgoing players like Pablo Torre, Pau Victor, Ansu Fati, and Clement Lenglet. Added to that is another €10 million from the club's new 4-year sponsorship deal with Congo, which totals €40 million but must still be validated by La Liga. The Ter Stegen and Garcia factor. As far as Joan Garcia's registration is concerned, it hinges on Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's injury status. If he's ruled out for at least 5 months, Barcelona can use 80% of the player's wages for a replacement. But if it's only 4 months, that figure drops to 50%, thereby tightening the space for Garcia's registration. Barcelona are working toward closing a €100 million gap in their fair play accounts. But even without fully returning to the 1:1 rule, they have pathways open. However, it remains to be seen if the Catalans can sanction some quick sales in August as they eventually look to approach that target. Sanctioning the sale of players like Andreas Christensen could go a long way in releasing some of the stress on the balance sheet. A member of the defensive ranks at La Liga giants Barcelona is being readied for a prominent role in Hansi Flick's squad this coming season. That's according to Diario Sport, who point towards Eric Garcia as the player in question. Defender Eric for his part of course played a surprisingly prominent role in Catalonia's capital after Jules Koundé was condemned to a spell on the sidelines with a hamstring injury. The versatile Eric was tasked with filling in at right back in Barcelona's squad. And the former Manchester City man went on to do a thoroughly impressive job of as much. So much so that Eric is expected to be handed a new long-term contract over the weeks ahead. And as alluded to above, if the latest word stemming from the Spanish media is anything to go by, then those of a Barca persuasion should expect to see plenty of the 24-year-old in 2025-26. For the latter weeks of this past season. This comes amid confirmation on the part of Sport that Eric Garcia's contract extension was one of the express requests of Hansi Flick, who considers him a key player in the squad for his versatility and tactical intelligence. He is going to play a lot this season. Marcus Rashford gives perfect response to Man United reunion after Barcelona friendly. Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford was in action for Barcelona on Thursday. Marcus Rashford swapped shirts with a former Manchester United teammate after Barcelona's pre-season friendly win over FC Seoul. The 27-year-old made his second appearance for the La Liga champions at the Seoul World Cup Stadium in South Korea on Thursday afternoon as goals from Robert Lewandowski, Andreas Christensen, Ferran Torres, and Gavi secured a resounding 7-3 triumph for Hansi Flick's side. Marcus Rashford, who recently joined Barcelona on loan from Manchester United, made a solid impact in the second half of the friendly against FC Seoul, even setting up a goal for Gavi. But beyond the on-field action, there was a heartfelt moment post-match that caught fans' attention. After the final whistle, Rashford reunited with his former Man United teammate and close friend Jesse Lingard, now playing for FC Seoul. The two were spotted sharing laughs in the tunnel, captured in a video shared by the Korean club's social media team. They were soon joined by Barca's teenage star Lamine Yamal, making the moment even more memorable. Lingard later posted on Instagram that he had swapped shirts with both Rashford and Yamal, a gesture Rashford acknowledged by resharing it with emojis. It was a touching reunion and a reminder of the strong bonds football creates, even across continents. He will be hoping to revitalize his career in Catalonia, having fallen out of favor with Reds head coach Ruben Amorim. The situation with Manchester United is that the club is going through a period of change, and this has been ongoing for some time, Rashford said of his parent club. I don't have anything negative to say about Manchester United. Here at the Manchester Evening News, we are dedicated to bringing you the best Manchester United coverage and analysis. Make sure you don't miss out on the latest United news by joining our free WhatsApp group. You can get all the breaking news and best analysis sent straight to your phone by clicking here to subscribe. Ansu Fati is seeking to revitalize his career at Ligue 1 side AS Monaco, having had a difficult few years at Barcelona. However, it appears that usual struggles have followed the 22-year-old. Fati left Barcelona to join Monaco exactly 1 month ago, but having been at his new club for that period of time, he has yet to make an appearance during any of their friendly matches. And it appears that it will be the case for their remaining fixtures. As per Sport, Monaco head coach Adi Hutter has revealed that Fati is on a specific program, which the club hopes will ensure that he is at 100% for the vast majority of the 2025-26 season. However, there is a chance that he misses the start of the new campaign because of this. I want him to return as soon as possible, but as we said at the beginning of the season, we have to be careful with Ansu. We have to get him in tune. It doesn't make sense for him to return to the pitch as soon as possible only to get injured or have problems. We are doing everything possible for him. I'm happy with the current squad and we'll see when Ansu returns and Paul Pogba, too. It can be complicated. I think that in 10 or 15 days he will be more present in training. For now, he is evaluating his treatment. Little by little, we hope to be able to bring him closer to the team. He knows football and is a high-level player. We have to get him in shape so that he can play good football while respecting our principles. The 2025-26 season is absolutely vital for Fati. Monaco have the option to buy Fati next summer, but if he continues to struggle with injuries, he would almost certainly return to Barcelona, where he would still not be counted on. In this regard, the next 10 months are absolutely crucial for the La Masia graduate. As the 2025-26 season edges closer, Barcelona find themselves in a tight race, not on the pitch but in the off-field financial battlefield. With urgent needs to register Rashford and Joan Garcia, and the pressure to offload players like Vgilli, the next few weeks will be absolutely decisive. But it's not all bad news. With Eric Garcia set to take a bigger role, Ferran Torres bagging goals and Rashford already impressing, there are clear signs of optimism under Hansi Flick. Let us know in the comments. Who should Barcelona sell to fix their fair play issues? Will Ansu Fati revive his career at Monaco or return to Camp Nou next summer? And does Eric Garcia deserve a long-term role under Flick? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with fellow Culers. We'll see you in the next one. Vgilli Barca.